Okay, in 1987, the Jennings County Players, Bill and I are both members of that board also, they at a meeting decided to try to purchase the old Park Theater and restore it so they could give their plays in it. A representative from the Society of America visited the Park Theater, and I'll never forget this. He was from the Theater Historical Society of America. His name was Clifford Edge from Robstown, Texas, and he was so impressed with the ongoing work. His words were, "My trip to the Park Theater was the highlight of my many theater visits." He was going from state to state visiting every old theater he could come in contact with. He wrote a letter to the Reichenbachs after his tour, and I still have it. The main project now is the one for seats, and those who donated $350 for a seat got to put any name they wanted on a plaque on the arm, and every chair was purchased and has a plaque on the arm. I'll never forget when Indiana's First Lady Judy O'Bannon visited the park, and she applauded the efforts to renovate the downtown attraction. Her words were, "There is more than mortar and bricks here," she said. "The building has life. There is a lot of value in buildings like this." There were 6 real original light fixtures, 3 down the sides, 3 down one side and 3 down the other of the original theater when I was a kid. That's what we looked at. But they were in bad shape. They were hanging lopsided. The glass was broken in them. They were practically demolished, but they were still hanging. And he asked me what we were going to do with them. And I said, "Well, Joe, look at them." I said, "We can't do anything with those." And he said, Joe Bott said, "Well, do you care if I take one home and see what I can do?" And I said, "Well, sure, do it." So he did. And what you see today is the fully restored, the metal part, the glass. He completely restored the 6 wall fixtures that you see on both sides of the theater. And I'll never forget it. He said that he volunteered to restore them because he remembered those lights as giving him comfort when, as a young boy, he saw a scary movie at the downtown movie theater. When I was just a kid and we lived out in the country, didn't have any money, but we lived in the country, and when the schools would have things, and I remember one time I got up and said the poem, "The Raggedy Man, he works for Paul. He's the bestest man you ever saw." And I think it's important for a kid to get over that fear of getting up on a stage in front of people. I firmly believe that. It's to their benefit for us to have it here so they can do it if they want to. You may not want to use that, but I firmly believe that.